Good evening. So in this video I'm literally just going to bang through some recent investments I've made in the precious metal world. So you may or may not know I have a bit of a fetish for 1 gram gold bars, so I picked this up recently. It's quite unusual, I haven't seen many of these around. It's a 1 gram gold bar. It's made by the Sheffield Assay Office in the UK. Yeah, it's mounted in this kind of like plastic credit card thing. It's very thick. I mean, it's like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 millimeters thick. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. Why they felt the need to mount it in something so heavy duty, but yeah, it's a bit old and battered. I think it's been knocking around in somebody's cupboard for a long time, and then it found its way in my hands for a reasonable price. I paid over spot for it, but not a tremendous amount. It's the sort of thing. It's probably, I don't know, it's not the sexiest looking thing compared to your usual Pamp or Heraeus or Valcambi bars, but at the end of the day, it's a gram of gold. I'm not really that bothered about it. It'll just go in the box, and that'll be that. So what else have we got? So I had on order some gold. I was ranting about another video that's taken nearly best part of 3.5 weeks to get here. Arrived yesterday, and this is Proof 2005 1/10 Britannia, and I'm like, yeah, it was a pretty good price, and I was like, oh, this is lovely, until I turned it over and discovered that a little bit of an issue going on with the old Queen's forehead there. Maybe you can see there's like a rather nasty blemish there. So yeah, I was a bit gutted about that, to be fair. It was sold as it was, like that. It was over spot, not a lot. And I thought, well, I'll mop that up. It's the sort of thing that, if that had been, I might have even had that slabbed. If it had been okay, that's pretty good, that side. But anyway, so there's that. Then I had also a couple of sovereigns. So I had a 2000 sovereign, which I've not, obviously didn't have as part of my collection, which is in itself not that exciting. There we go. And I had also just just picked up a 2021 sovereign. Look there. We compare the designs. Obviously, this side's going to be identical. Finish is different. I prefer the luster to the 2000 actually, much more. Than anybody else agrees or disagrees with that. I just think they look better. More like a sovereign, quote marks, I expect a sovereign to look like, if that makes sense. Now this is interesting, the portraits. Obviously, the Queen this is 21 years ago. I don't like that portrait very much. She doesn't look very happy in this portrait. It's a pretty grumpy face. I don't know. When you look at this one, almost smiling. Yet she's 21 years older. So, I don't know. I definitely just prefer the luster on this one, much more. Anyway, so a couple of sovereigns. Okay, forgive me for this. I really lay into people who buy these sort of things and slag them off for wasting their money, but I just couldn't control myself. Picked out this 1/2 ounce Homer Simpson Perth Mint coin. Quite nice actually. I must say the finish is insanely good. I mean, I just can't fault it. The only thing that could make this better for me is if it was in a slab. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just ridiculous, really. But I almost want to just put it in a slab, just for my own personal use. I like The Simpsons. I've always liked The Simpsons. I guess that's why I bought it. I just kind of, I don't know why these coins grow on me. I think there's only certain colorized coins I really like. Some are just terrible, I think, and some are just brilliant. They look really good, and this range, in my opinion, is one of the really good ones. And then, yeah, there was this. Now, I bought this. It was over spot. I played, a premium on it, but I think I'm going to do okay. There's only one issue with it that I can see. I haven't really had a chance to look at it properly, yeah. So we're looking okay this side, not bad, very nice. But this side, the package has been opened, it's split down the side, or accidentally. I don't think these scratches are actually on the bar itself. I need to investigate properly, but I've got some time, but that will be a bit gutting if they are. It's still a nice bar. I mean, my plan was I was going to buy some 2-ounce Queen's Beast, and I thought, you know what, I just want to start buying slightly larger denominations of silver, 2-ounce minimum, really 100-gram bars, I mean, if not really 5-10 ounce. So this was the beginning of that, and it is semi-numismatic. I could have just got a bog standard 10-ounce bar from anywhere. I thought I'd put a hit on this. Why did I do it? I don't know. I just, it's very easy to get carried away with the emotion. Was it a mistake to save myself money by buying a bullion and not buying a Royal Mint 007 limited edition 10-ounce silver bar? I feel this sort of stuff is it's just so marginal. I think the protection on the downside is there for this sort of thing when you've got a bar like this, a bit more than a just bog standard 10-ounce. I made it in my back garden cast bar, which is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I just feel this sort of thing is just got that little bit more, and as I'm long term, I'm quite happy to just sit on it and wait. And it kind of makes me want to hoard it even more, because it's such a nice bar. I don't want to sell it, even if the spot price of silver went crazy. It'd be like, I just like it. I just like owning it. That's kind of a weird thing the way it works. Whereas when it comes to your bullion, the bullion sovereign, I'm not so precious about them. Most of the bullion sovereigns I buy now, I'm not really fussed about the years that much. I'm mostly just going for it. I just buy the new one. And should I have to fire sell any of it, I don't have to be precious about it. And I've got some slab stuff to keep, fills my boots, keeps me happy. But this kind of stuff, if I have to sell it in 5 years' time, I don't want to be picking through going, oh, I really love that one, or I better not sell that one. I just want to be able to pick up 10 of them and shift it, 20, and just not worry about it. So yeah, anything else really? Not much else. I've got a few other things coming in. Silver price is interesting at the moment. I think that I do think $29-30 is on the cards. I mean, I can't see with this much, with the stimulus package Biden's looking at putting in. I think that's going through. That's going to be good news for precious metals. And then you've got the fact that obviously we're still coming out of this lockdowns, businesses in ruins. All the fundamentals really are the same. Whether vaccinations happened or not, economies are ruined. I think that, I think with the electric vehicles, electrification of everything, I think silver is a very important industrial metal, extremely important. So, I like to have a balance of, this kind of stuff, and then, I feel semi-numismatic bullion is really where I realised that's where I am. I don't know enough enough to really invest huge amounts in some super numismatic rare coin. But I know more than the average person probably, so I'm happy to dabble in things which I think will be saleable in the future, and not do have an extra premium, but not so much that it's ridiculous and becomes a huge risk. So anyway, yeah, any thoughts, comments or questions, leave them. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, that would be wonderful. Let me know you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you again soon.